Hello, happy Friday. Welcome back. My God, it's been 2 months, guys. A lot of stuff has happened, and in my life, and I hope that you guys have been well. But yeah, happy Friday evening. Also, happy Gemini Day because it's Gemini. Hey, Ash. Oh, it's Ashley. I was talking to people in the chat, a person in the chat. So, yeah, so how have you guys been? I hope well. So, hey, Lisa. Um, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of waiting a little bit for people to kind of just come into the chat room a little bit. But I see there's 6 viewers already, so I better get started. And it was so funny before I got on the air. Uh, Before see, I need to stop reading the messages and just get to the actual business first. So, but yeah, just to kind of catch you guys up. Uh, I was diagnosed with a caffeine allergy or a sensitivity. So, yeah, no caffeine for me anymore. It basically made me depressed and not suicidal, but just very anxious, I just wasn't myself. And so going to that, and then the doctor, saying, "Well, okay, just like Seinfeld, the soup Nazi, okay, no soup for you, no caffeine for you." So, so yeah, I've been dealing with that, but I'm actually cleared. It's cleared my system. The problem is when I drink it, it actually builds up in my system. If I have it more than one day or more than once a day, and so my body doesn't detox it, so it actually results in I can't sleep. It affects my sleep. It just more so affects my mind. So anyway, so before I start there, I wanted to mention I don't think she's in here, but the winner um, of the $100 gift certificate is Tony Rooster. You were picked, Miss Tony, and actually we have a. I need to get you scheduled for a session because you purchased a half-hour session. Speaking of which, and I love you, Tony. I love your family, you and Travis. Actually, Travis is a part of your screen name, so yeah. And thank you, Lisa, and all of you for actually checking in on me the past couple of months when I haven't been around. So yeah. But yes, Tony and even Travis, if Travis wants to use the $100 towards for a free half-hour session, or for towards a full session, yeah. So, and speaking of sessions, I have a spring May sale. It is going through May 31st. So if you purchase, you go online to the jasontShields.com and you just hit book a reading, and it's right there. Okay, it'll tell you the coupon code for the 1 hour session. I believe, well, yeah, it's down there in the description below. So, so yeah, it's just my way of. I love May. I love spring. It's nice out, and I cannot wait to tell you this story. You're not gonna freaking believe it. This whole past week, astrologically, has been a major WTF moment. Can I get an amen? I don't know about you guys. Whew, the past 3 days. Wait until I tell you about the story that happened here in the neighborhood that involved myself, John, my roommate, and the bitch diagonally across from us, who is a drunk. So yeah, but you have to wait. Just want to make sure that everything, yes, the spring mist, all that good stuff. So we have a super moon lunar eclipse coming up on May 26th. Let me see here. I want to make sure. I'm going to put you guys to my right screen, if I can. Okay. And then get my teleprompter. Yeah. Well, kind of. My nose, because we had two major things going on that are just crazy. Where I like to say 2 major storm fronts coming in, in astrology terms. Number one, we have the supermoon lunar eclipse. Now, it is a full lunar eclipse. Now, for us, though, it's not going to be full. And I'm going to kind of teach you the difference between where you're at and how it affects you in the world. So yeah, it's kind of, think of lunar eclipse. People are like, oh my God. And by the way, I'm trying not to cuss. Because I'm trying to work on the F word. So you might hear me say that occasionally, but yeah, this past week it has been what in the fresh hell is going on. Okay, and we have 2 things: the supermoon eclipse, lunar eclipse coming up on May 26th, and then we are currently in a Mercury station retrograde period. Now, what that means is on May the 29th, Mercury goes retrograde. So, and so we're in what we call the retrograde period, where it's leading up to it. Okay. So, in other words, get your shit in order. Okay. But I want to focus on the supermoon eclipse type thing. Actually, the supermoon in Sagittarius. So all you Sagittarius out there, can I get some? I don't know. Blood flower moon. Okay, thanks, Ash. Why the hell? Why the hell do they call it a blood flower moon? I mean, it's kind of a cool name, but anyway. So in astrology, an eclipse foretells of a major shift. Okay, it's something that's changing. It's kind of like a kind of like a cosmic wake up call. So this, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, the total lunar eclipse, it will be on the south node of the moon in Sagittarius. Fancy way of just saying the south node of the moon has a lot of karmic material coming in, all right, from the past. So this is the time, it's almost like the universe is inviting us to purge and purify ourselves from the old, as it's a necessary step that we need to go through to be able to move forward. So for those of you, in a way, I'm going to say I'm stuck because I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm also feeling pretty damn good because I just took my Ritalin 10 minutes ago. But anyway, what the hell? And Becky Davis, hello, Becky. Love you. I love y'all. So Native American flower moon, but it's a blood moon. Okay. So it's not the blood flower. Okay, so actually just said it's flower moon, Native American, but it's also a blood moon. So, okay, thanks. But that's beautiful. Blood moon, yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. So, and we will because I'm writing that down. See, I'm taking notes, so I'm on track. So here's the thing. The south node of the moon relates to karmic material, okay, stuff that we have to deal with. Now, we also have the Mercury retrograde coming up, okay? That's a time, and we'll get into that too. It's a time of going inward and, of course, not signing contracts, not really beginning anything new or anything like that. I'll go through the list. Don't worry about it. But so this is the time from now until the 26th, which is in 5 days, the Thursday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See, my memory is like going. It's just like getting better and better. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting a download from the aliens, and they're like twitching with my brain. But there are some themes that are happening here. Let's see. Venus is in Gemini. Will also square Neptune in Pisces. So the square emphasizes the need to, think about this. Gemini communication. We're in Gemini now. It's the need to verify information. Okay, you've heard of fake news. Right now, with the full moon going on, people, let's just say, the mindless masses who just don't really think, like the bitch over there that I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit. The mindless masses who are not aware of these energies, yeah, they're not all of them, but the ones who just don't really think for themselves, or what we call, and I love this term, the vegetable and animal people. And I'm serious, this is in Kabbalah. It's called the vegetable man and the animal man. And so the vegetable people are people who just basically just live. They eat, they sleep, they fuck. I know I said it. And they procreate, and they just don't. They just go through the motions. Okay, animal people are your. Animal people are one step above, and they're what we call not all of them, but your politicians, doctors, all of that. And the reason why I'm talking about this is this does pertain to the current supermoon and what's going on. So the animal people are your like the politicians who are just that they will crucify anyone to get to the top, and they'll lie, cheat, and steal. You have doctors like that. So glad well, I'm not going to go there. I know a couple of doctors like that, and I'm away from them. And actually, one doctor like that. So, but you all know an animal person. You also know a vegetable person. It's just people who don't really want to contribute to society. Now, what makes us above the animal man or humankind and the vegetable humankind is that the legacy. all right, were legacies. So you're on here, you're listening to me because, well, maybe I'm entertaining, but you're also, I hope, but you're also, you want to learn more. You want to learn more about the way the world is, not just with astrology, but spirituality. You know that there is something higher than yourself. You know that there's something more in your soul that is more powerful than any fear, any angry, drunk person could ever throw at you. That's why you're here, because you want to learn. You want to be informed. So let's hop to it. So there's 4 signs that are going to be affected during this supermoon that's coming up, and you're feeling the effects this past week and all the way up till next Thursday. And I'd say it'll taper off on next Saturday, when ironically, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, ironically, that's when Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah, we just can't win. But I'm going to teach you how to get through the Mercury retrograde. So, Geminis, okay? We've had this is the first eclipse of like, I believe, 3 this year. And so, again, it just means that something is changing. Doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to go crazy or it's a foreboding. I love eclipses. I've actually, true story, manifested, and it took a while, but I wrote down, but I mean, like I said, it was over a span of years. I wrote down on a full lunar eclipse, like 5 different things. And I put it in my book of shadows, which it's a spell book or prayer book, whatever. I don't want to scare people. I kid you not. And I put down, I'll just say it, $100,000. All right. This is years ago. All right. So, but I went back. And sure enough, I made, of course, we all make, if you look back, I mean, 5 years, if you make around $20,000, duh. But it did happen. I mean, and more so now. So yeah. This coming full moon is a very powerful moon. And I'm not saying don't do anything. Yeah, use it to your advantage. It's a magical time. So I don't want you guys to worry too much. The only thing that it's going to do is it's going to magnify. Okay, so think about this. With the lunar eclipse, that's when the Earth is in the middle, the moon's here, okay, and the sun's here, okay. And so for a total eclipse, the Earth's shadow, eclipses the moon for maybe an hour, okay? Now, it's in the sign of Sagittarius, the Archer, one of my favorite. I love Sages. My dad's a Sag, really Sagittarian. Well, let's start with Sagittarians. So your supermoon house of the self-ego, okay? It's going to feel like a spotlight. A spotlight is on you, shining directly on you. So you're going to be going through you've been going through some deep personal changes this year anyway. Many Sagittarians have been going through deep personal changes. So the thing that I wrote down or typed out was, now is not the time to distract yourself, okay? And this means if you're Sagittarian rising too. So let me see. Let me make sure. Hey, Jennifer. Oh my God, I love you, Jen Cox. She's my she's a part of the posse. And she's a Sagittarius. That's why I mentioned her. And I'm going to show you guys a really cool. I'm not sure if it was Lisa, Jen, if she said that today about the universe when you're on target, but I'll get that here in a little bit. So for Sagittarians, yeah, deep personal issues that you're going through this year. It could be so what's happening is with this lunation, that's what we call it, a lunar event lunation, is it's a climactic turning point in your journey to self-discovery. All right. So those of you who are like on a journey of self-discovery, I know if you're watching this, you're on a journey of self-discovery. So if you're a Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, all right, if that's your rising sign, this is for you. So it's not a good time to distract yourself. So like I like to do, and we'll get into the latest Netflix because I want to hear from you guys, like what are you watching. But now is not a time for you guys to do Netflix binging or going to parties just for the hell of it. No, you need to do your shit now. You need to focus on you. Part of it is you need to understand that you're going to feel like, or you've been feeling like you're in an identity crisis. Like, who the hell am I? All right. This is just a specific type of evolution for you guys. And I'm talking about Sagittarians, the Sag rising too. So, yeah, it's an intense period of growth for you. So it's vitally important that you basically you make sure that you express your needs and your desires and stay in touch with yourself during this intense period of growth. And I looked at that for the Sagittarius rising, and we're going all the way through May to early July. Okay, so that's for you guys. And again, the full moon is in the first house, your identity. So just batten down the hatches, keep your feet firmly on the ground, which is what we're going to with Pisces here in a bit. Geminis, I need to go to Gemini because for you guys, the full moon, the super moon, is affecting your relationships, your close relationships, your love interests. And God, I wish I had a love interest. But send me some love. Send me some. So I meet that man. I think I do believe I'm ready. But anyway, enough about me. But there's a couple of things for Geminis, and Mercury entered Gemini earlier this month, and Mercury it rules Gemini. So yeah, it's a very powerful time for you guys. However, with it being in your let's see, yeah, in the house of relationships and partnerships, which is the 7th house, you're going to be experiencing some major climaxes. And down below, I'm talking about climaxes in relationships, conclusions or changes that are likely to be hitting your love life, and even possibly reaching like a significant turning point in your closest relationships. And this can go either way. I mean, it's either taking that relationship to the next level, or it may be severing a certain relationship in the past that's past overdue. So yeah, if you're stuck in a relationship that is not good, this week would be the time to say, see ya, if you're a Gemini. So expect some serious shifts, Geminians or Geminis, to occur in your one-on-one relationships, and some interpersonal dramas can come to the surface. Don't take it personally with people. It is what it is. That can also go on with work too, work relationships. But really, it's in your in the seventh house of partnership and relationships. So, okay, Virgos. All right, and again with Gemini, it's Gemini sun sign or Gemini rising sign. If you want to find out what your rising sign is, you can get a free natal chart, just like 2 pages or something, or you can go onto my website, and I believe it's for $9.99 or something. It's cheap. You can go into I think it's products or whatever. I'll have to put like a link below later, and you can actually order your own natal chart. Your rising sign is the sign that was rising the minute that you were born. Okay, doesn't mean in the morning or evening or in the morning. It just means that at the time of your birth, whether it is midnight or at 9:28 p.m. like I was. So yeah, I was an evening baby. So Virgos. This is Virgo or sun sign or Virgo rising. So, and this is me. I'm not Virgo, I'm Capricorn, but yeah, I'm a Virgo rising. Totally overanalyze shit way too much. Worry, all that stuff. Not as much though, without the caffeine, thank God, because it does make you worried. It makes you guys all worried too. So, and anyway, don't get me started on that rant. So, okay, so with all of this, the supermoon eclipse occurs in the 4th house, okay, for Virgos rising. And that's the house of home and family. And it can result in all kinds of emotionally charged, heartfelt feelings and memories, okay? Some of the really, we're dealing with the moon though, okay? The 4th house is related to Cancer, and the moon is actually at home in Cancer. With this being a supermoon, we're talking deeply embedded, subconscious, unconscious memories and feelings coming to the surface. I'm not worried about that with me because I've been dealing with my shit. It's been awesome. I've been owning it and taking responsibility. I really haven't had to take too much responsibility because I've done that years ago. Some stuff, I'm sure will bubble up this week or this next week. But yeah, for Virgos, and this goes for my nephew, Daniel, who is a warrior or a thinker. Not really a warrior, but a thinker. Usually, full supermoon eclipses usually bring chaos to shake things up. And for Virgos, this may manifest in some cases like drama in your living situation and your family or soul tribes. Okay, I love that name, soul tribe, because we all have a soul tribe. And there's people who are not necessarily family, but it's like we've known them for forever. And they just really stick with us spiritually. So I don't necessarily see it with soul tribes. I do see it with family. Okay. So yeah. It may also happen with what I would do is, if you're a Virgo like myself, Virgo rising or Virgo, this is time for you to acknowledge that needy and sentimental side of yourself, which is likely to be exposed at this time. So we all have that. We all have some neediness and um, uh, sentimentality. I am very sentimental. And I'll tell you one thing, I am a crier. Well, I'm not really a crier, because if I start crying, oh God, just hang it up, because I'm an ugly ass crier. That's why I hate funerals, because no, number one, they're boring as hell. They're also just they're not fun. They're not a celebration of life. And so I don't really want to ever go to another funeral ever again. But anyway, I don't even know why I got off on that tangent. So I just I just dropped the tarot card, so I'm going to keep this. It's a message for us. So anyway, part of this is right now. Just think about this with Virgo. Okay, you're sitting on a powder keg of emotion. Some of you, if you've not been letting it out like a safety valve, okay, you're sitting on a powder keg, and it's likely to boom. Okay, so acknowledge what you need. Okay, acknowledge. And if you're feeling sentimental, if you need to be around someone, call them up. Okay, you need to expose yourself a little bit. All right, and stop analyzing the fuck out of everything. I'm talking to myself. Okay, God, goddess. Stop analyzing the fuck out of everything, and stop trying to organize crap, okay, for the next 7 days. Because just pay attention to and acknowledge your emotions and your private life is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now the last one is Pisces, and this goes out to Christian. You gorgeous man, you. I got to see Christian. You know who you are. I don't give out names. Hi, Angela. You guys are over here on my other on my other monitor, so I'm going to bring you back here in just a little bit. So Christian is a Pisces, and so it was interesting. I won't. I'm not going to give away what we talked about in the reading yesterday, but without even looking at his chart, which he sent me the information so I can do a full chart. He just said he was a Pisces. So, and also baby Foster, which is Shayla's baby, which I haven't gotten to meet yet, is Pisces. So this, for you Pisces sign, Pisces rising, okay? This is happening, the full moon is happening in your 10th house of career, which is Capricorn. Woo! So that's going to be kind of connecting with me too. Here's the thing. So it's taking place in your 10th house. So your focus, so you're going to be more focused on your public image, or you should be more focused on your public image more than your private life. And so I was reading, I was typing it up, and I was like, my God, this is Christian. Because what I was doing as a psychic, I was telling him, it's like, okay, so you're Pisces. Something's telling me there that in your chart, with this full moon coming up, but then again, though, I knew that Pisces was affected before then. So I did have some knowledge, but I didn't have the knowledge until I did the research today. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, it's your career and your work situations are developing very quickly at this time. Okay, if they're not, you're gonna have to make some really quick decisions and judgment calls. Okay, so this is where I say keep your feet planted and trust in your natural intuition and your abilities as a professional. And Christian, actually, I don't have his permission, but he does an irrigation. He and his father do irrigation and landscaping, and they're fantastic. He's a great young man, and he's single with two ladies, and he's gorgeous. But okay, enough. I know, Jason. Down, down, boy. So let me see here. Yeah, trust your intuition, Pisces. One of the things that I did read right now is with every door that closes for you guys, Pisces rising, two doors will open. Okay, so stick to it, especially if you like Christian. He owns his own business. Yeah. Just remember to breathe and keep your head above the water, and just as you navigate these professional shifts. So those of you who are Pisces rising, this is a good time for you. You just have to kind of again, it's kind of standing your ground and so forth. So quickly on to Mercury stations and the retrograde in Gemini. So on May 29th, a week from Saturday, actually at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at the end of this month, in the midst of the eclipse season. I mean, like I said, we're gonna have a couple more eclipses. So again, it's a major shift in consciousness, and depending upon the other planets and so forth, yeah, this is going to be a heavy ass time. We also have another, I believe it's a Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter triad going on in June. We had one back in February, and we had one in June, and then back again in December. And back in February, that was when we had the earthquakes, and we had the snowstorms, and all this other freezing shit. Yeah, crazy. So I don't really think it's going to be that bad in June. So that's just something that I feel. And usually I'm right. I'm not being cocky, but so the thing is with the Mercury retrograde, this is going to last until June the 22nd. All right, we are in the what I call the what is it? The stationary retrograde period. Retrograde. Yeah, don't be throwing me some shade, baby. Retrograde period. That just means it's like the 7 to 10 days leading up to the actual time where Mercury goes retrograde, which is on May 29th. All right. So right now it's like get your stuff in order. Let's see here. Where am I at? Yeah. Here we go. This is so funny the way I word things. So with Mercury going retrograde, again, it's in Gemini. Okay, Mercury is at home in Gemini, but when it goes retrograde, it's an invitation to practice critical thinking and discrimination. All right, so and mental expansion. So part of this is we may change our opinion on something or open our minds to different perspectives, but this transit, okay, highlights the need to review, reassess, and reflect upon the information and data we take in, as well as the information and data that we share. Okay, so it's a two-way street. Okay, all right. It's what we're taking in, and it's what we're sharing. We need to reassess, review, and reevaluate, reflect on what we're receiving during that time, the May 29th to June 22nd. Now, during that time, it's not. You guys don't need to like stay home and don't go out and all that crap. No, it's an invitation to go within and reflect. All right, to review, reassess things, communication wise. However, all right. That being said, and then I'll be done with the forecast. The best plan when this cosmic shitstorm arrives is to back up your data, okay, your tech. Make sure that your iPhone is. She just texted me. Yeah. Shay, are you on there? Oh, hey, Kyle. Nice to see you, Kyle Jackson. Yeah, I'll get to you guys in just a second. I promise. So back up your tech. Back up your phone to the cloud. Back up, because during these what is it, about 24 days? Because January 20 or January. And here I took a Ritalin too. What the hell? So during those periods, you need to slow down, avoid business travel if you can, or if not, prepare for delays. See, this is why you tune in. All right, because it's not a bad thing. It's like, okay, Mercury's in retrograde. I have a flight to go to. I'm making this up. Arizona. I wish I could. I'd love to go to what is it called? Sedona. Anyway, so let's plan a road trip. Who's up for it? Slow down. Avoid business travel if you can. Prepare for delays, but most of all, just be patient. Now, one thing. Do not sign contracts or buy new gear for your business. If you can't, let that stuff wait until Mercury is direct. It'll be direct on June 22nd. All right. Again, you can hold off buying that new computer or whatever during those three weeks, or like right now, you have like 8 days. Well, actually, I wouldn't go 8 days. I'd say you have about 4 days. All right, because we're going up to that period. So do not sign contracts or buy new gear. Try not to launch anything new during this transit. Now, when you launch like a new product, don't do it. Wait. This is a time to actually review that product, and okay. So, but that being said, here's a positive thing, and then we'll get to the tarot. And I actually made it to less than an hour. I'm proud of myself. So the one thing that you can do with your business, all right, is you can do a relaunch or a rebrand, okay? A relaunch or a rebrand, or even with yourself, if you wanted to rebrand yourself as a person, get that new haircut or whatever. That's rebranding. Buy some new clothes. That's inner reflecting. Okay. And by the way, those of you who are into chakras, I'm wearing red. Jennifer who's in the chat room, Jen Cox and Lisa Scott. They're my two besties. We have a group, and we're doing. We need to get back with the. We're doing like a private. Oh shit! What do you call it? A book club, and we're doing Carolyn Miss's Anatomy of the Spirit. Okay, it's all based on the chakra system, and so I'm starting. Lisa, I actually this is my only red shirt, and I need to the root chakra. Dance it out. Yeah, dance it out. Yeah, I'm a pretty damn good dancer. I used to strip, be a stripper. We were, Jen and I were talking about that, or actually the group, we have a group chat. I'm not going to say anything else about anyone else, but I was a stripper back in the day. Yeah, and here's the thing. You see, okay, you got all the astrology stuff out of the way. So now I'm going to bring you guys up here on my, there I go. All right. So let me see here. Chris, oh, he's in there. Okay. Making him blush. Oh, come on. Yeah, actually, can I give them your information? Because I have your card here. Christian. It's because he gave it to me. It's CNC irrigation. Okay, and they don't have a website yet. So, but yeah, I can what, Chris, if you want, and don't be shy. No, this kind of looks like it's reverse or something. I'm not sure if it's because I'm looking at the screen right now, but anyway. So CNC irrigation, I cannot wait for because we're going to actually barter maybe for just my house is a small house, so I'm not really there's not much to do. Although I do have to get the back maple tree trimmed. That is a disaster. So, but yeah, CNC irrigation. If you want, message me and I'll give you their information. I don't want to just give his last name. Well, he's in the chat room. So it's so cool to see him. But yeah, it's kind of what I said. Pisces, Christian, you're focusing on your career now, so not private life, which is a good thing. So even though I said that he is great, good looking, and single, and a really wonderful man, right now he's actually working on his career and his own success. So good. Now, but for me, like I said, I would not mind being hooked up with a guy, preferably around my age, because I cannot stand, or older, because I can't stand young guys, no offense, because they're just assholes. So anyway, so let me see here. Oh, Jennifer, love you, brother bear, sister bear. And Jennifer and I lost a dear sister, Nikki, and she would call me brother bear. It was so funny. When I first met her, okay, and this is on the phone, and she's passed. I think it was brain cancer. A couple of years ago, even. But when she first called me, this is like years ago. Hi, Jessica. This is where I'm looking at the chats and saying hello, everyone, because I can. So if you're just tuning in and you wanted to get back to the astrology part, you can just rewind it. So this is where I just talk and shit like that. So yeah, Nikki, she called me up, and when I first talked to her to do a phone session, she said, first thing out of her mouth was, "Hey, brother bear." And I was like, oh my God. Okay, it was lung, then brain cancer. Okay. You know what? And I told Jen this. This is something that we can kind of talk about. Nicole, I call her Nikki. She came to me shortly after. It was actually, it was a revelation last summer. And she told me that she was back to being an angel. Fuck cancer. The thing is I was like, okay, what's that mean, Nick? And what she said was that just like myself and a few other people, before we came to this earth this time around, we were angels, and we decided to fall back to earth to incarnate in bodies that were not perfect. Okay, and let's say so that we could learn to see our perfection. And I'm going to tell you this, all right? And it sounds cocky, but I look at my life now, just myself, and I look in the mirror and I don't see the cerebral palsy. The cerebral palsy is a part of who I am. So I see it as perfect. Yeah, I have my bad days, well, actually, bad moments. I always tell people, Mandy and Eva, oh, God bless you guys. I'm so, you know what, Eva and Mandy, I'm calling you tomorrow. I've been working the past 2 days, but I have the whole weekend off. So yeah, good to see you guys. I love you. I'm sending prayers your way all the time. So yeah, I actually see myself as not, and you can call me narcissistic or whatever, but yeah, I think I know I'm attractive, a good looking, smart, hot young man. 47. Well, and you know what? Anyone else says otherwise, fuck them. I want you guys to get to that point, that part too, because that is so important that you realize that. I hope that you guys, some of you who are younger, you need to realize that quick. All right, even if you're not a fallen angel. And what I mean by angel is we were not perfect. We were not on the other side. I love that show, Lucifer. at least for on Netflix. It was on USA or whatever. He's so hot. But the thing is angels are not perfect beings, right? They have free choice. It just means that we were over there. We were with God or a force goddess, whatever you want to call it, and it had been a while. It's kind of weird, even though we have past lives. I believe in past lives. Time is different there. Even though I've had a past life in the early 1900s, where I was a whore. Seriously, I was a whore in a whorehouse. So with and a friend of mine, Catherine, actually ran it as a madam. So I think it's the late 1800s or early 1900s. But anyway, however, after I passed, then when you go to the other side, time there is way different. There is no time. All right. So it could feel like an eternity. All right. Yes, we do need to do your past life regression. I need to get that stuff up on their website because they're really cool. And I'm going to run a special on those too. So yeah, I'm writing that down. This is the most fun part of this is when we get to chat and share stories and stuff. So yeah, past life special, because I think I'll do a special. Because I think I'll just give it $100. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, even though it's around like 175 for an hour and a half. It's gonna be $100. So you heard that right here and right now, and that's actually an hour and a half. I love doing those because I teach you how to hypnotize yourself. We go down deep, all right, and then we also now we record, all right, either with my phone or your phone. So or you bring your own recorder. So because you know me, I forget. I have so much stuff going on in my life. So where was I? Yeah, crap. Past lives. Oh, shit. Anyway, so yeah, back to the angel thing. Yeah, so basically, it's like we were in the womb of God, in his or her that love, that compassion, and we decided, okay, I forgot what it felt like. I went to remember again. My soul wants to remember again what it really feels like to really truly be human. And so when you see, not every person has a disability, but I can see it in my life that the shit and the hell that I went through earlier, not now. But when you see people with disabilities who are like really not bad, but worse off than we are, like in wheelchairs or they can't even talk. You can bet your ass that they're a fallen angel, and their task is to come to Earth, okay, our second home, and to not only learn from that experience, but also to elevate those around them. All right, to show them whether it's like, okay, mom and dad have to take care of me. It shows they learn compassion. all right, and the other people around them. So yeah, that's what that means. But yeah, Nikki, she was talking about that. I was like, okay, so you're back to an angel again, angel status. However, she's a different status now. So she's like working her magic all around the world and different universes, all that. When she comes around me, it's the most beautiful thing. And it's like a gold light that just shines around me. And I don't know why you do that, Nick, but when I'm out in the backyard and I'm, especially in the summer like now, and I have my little shorts on there and barely anything on, I'm doing my push-ups. Every time that it like rains a little bit, she'll like make it like glow with this golden amber. And it's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. So thank you for that, Lisa. I think we've met once or twice, but I'm going to meet you someday. Hopefully, we'll have a thing at the Curve restaurant in Alexandria. We were planning on going to do that. So, yeah, Jen. But we're working on another date. Now, John will not be coming because he's actually working nights, so he's not here tonight. So it's just me. Which is kind of cool. He actually is enjoying the night shift at Pizza Hut. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have a roommate who's really there for me. And by the way, John actually said that he would purchase or pay for a puppy for Daisy. Now, I don't know if you remember back in the day, maybe a couple months ago, that I posted about getting a dog. I was never going to get one of those they're not stupid, the golden doodles. I'm not going to pay, out the ass for a dog. That's stupid. I mean, no offense to any of you who have. Sorry. However, with Daisy, she's dog aggressive, and so we actually need to get a younger dog that's tinier, and so we're looking at a pit bull puppy now. So, and John said he would actually cover all the expenses. So yeah, that's great. So I'll keep you informed. So here's what happened. And this is where I'm just going. Okay. All right. So 2 days ago, I was seeing 2 clients here. And Mary Nell and Mary, hello if you're watching. I love you. They're originally from Venezuela, and now they're in the States. And Mary and her Mary Nell, and then her mom's Mary, they're a trip. But they actually were here, and after they got done, I came back in here, and then I was looking out the window, and diagonally from me, I saw a cop car. So I'm like, okay, well, I was done for the day, and so I'm a nosy little bitch. And don't hate me. Don't hate. I actually smoke cigars. Not big ones, but those little Black and Milds now, just occasionally. Okay, not occasionally, maybe one every night or so, just to chill out. So I was feeling really good. I was like, I'm done for the day. I go out there. John's out there. It's his day off. So we're sitting on the porch, the stoop with Daisy. The neighbors across the, not like right here, but next to them, okay? They were talking to the police officer, okay? It's, and their name were Tim and Tabby. Great people. I got to meet them, unfortunately, and I got to tell them more a couple of days ago. But anyway, so they were talking to the police officer. All of a sudden, they yell over to us, "Hey, do you guys have a camera that's on the street?" And we don't. We have one in the back. So so we're sitting there just relaxing, and I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? So the police officer goes over to the house next door, which is 321, where these people have lived there for, I think, 2 years. Before that, Christine, this old lady, I kid you not, this old bitch, she was a bitch, all right? She lived there for years, and her spirit's still over there. She just hates it that this other woman is there. Anyway, so here's the drama. The police officer goes over to Christine's old house, to this couple. It's a couple who maybe in their late 50s or mid 50s, whatever. Well, Tabby, who I never have met, starts walking over to our side of the street, and I don't know why I just said, I said, "Hey, is everything okay?" Which, duh, not. And she starts talking about this woman. I think her name's Jen. I don't know the last name. I don't give a shit. And that she had went over, and this is before. This is when I was in here talking to my clients. She said that Tabby said that Jennifer and her husband are always drunk, and which I can understand. I can totally believe that. They're always drunk, and they're always bugging them because they don't mow their yard the right way. Whatever. So we're standing there. Guess who fucking the police officer leaves? Guess who waddles out of her house? The drunk. And she starts mouthing shit and talking about how horrible Tabby is, and because it's about the dogs, and she's accusing the dogs of being mistreated, which we know they're not mistreated. They both had dogs and stuff, but she is drunk off of her ass. And so, oh my God, and her hair, disaster. Okay, just a disaster. So she starts coming over, and I'm like, okay. So we stand up, all right, and I'm proud of myself. As she approached, I when someone approaches you, by the way, body language wise, if they're approaching you and you don't want them to come any further, or if you want people to like stand down, all right, put up your hands like this. Hey, I don't want any trouble. That just says I don't want any trouble. And it's also a subconscious thing to say, calm down. Don't ever tell someone to calm down, though. All right. Someone told me to do that, and I was like, "Fuck you." All right. It's like, don't tell me to calm down when I'm a mess. So anyway, just a tidbit. So she's like, I came in I can't. I would not even try to. Um, she's like, do you realize that this woman, this bitch, and she was calling her every name. She lives in filth, and blah blah blah. I just, and of course John, he's tall, he's like 6'4", and I was kind of surprised with him. He just kept saying, "Man, you better step off of our property." Just Seinfeld reference. You better step off. But I kept saying, "Ma'am, you need to leave now. You need to go." She kept calling her, "See you next Thursday," all this other stuff. I'm like, "Okay, you need to leave now." And then, thank God, someone was riding their bike, and this person was saying, as they were passing us, "There's a cop down there still." And I asked her, "Could you go back and get him?" And this is the third time that he was called back. So yeah, and then he had to take her back to her house. I was like, okay, my God. So I got to know Tabby, and then Tim came out. I'm not going to go into all the gritty details, but needless to say, it wasn't over. The see you next Thursday, after the cop left, we went back into the house. That bitch goes over next door to Randy and Pam, who's next door. I love them. And I see Pam, she opened the door, and I was like, "Oh, you poor thing, you opened the damn door, and now you're out there talking to this snot." Seriously, she had snot like balls, and when she would talk, it would just like stood out. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go over there. We're not going to go over there and get into that mess. But she finally, Pam got rid of her, and she went back over. But then 5 minutes later, or actually after that, she starts going around to our house, and she knocks on the front door, and John's inside. I'm outside with Daisy in the back, talking to Pam and Randy about the whole thing. And oh my God, this bitch comes to the front door and is like, "You guys wouldn't treat your dogs like she would," and blah blah fucking. And he just slammed the door in her face because it was the screen door. But then that wasn't the end of it. She goes around to the back, to the side here, and she starts into me saying, "You have a dog. You would never treat your dogs." I'm thinking, okay. But I never once said, "Bitch, you better get off my property." I did not say that. I just ignored her. We called the police. She got a trespass order on her. So next time her ass is on the property, I got my phone. Her ass is gonna get arrested. So and taken to jail. I'm not gonna press get a restraining order or nothing like that. This is too much. I really don't think that I'm going to see anything come of it. So I do know they'll probably get like a restraining order. They should, because they're next door to each other. So, but yeah, past night and tonight, fingers crossed. I can't really cross my fingers. There we go. It'll be a nice silent night, holy night. So, okay, who wants to do tarot cards? I want you guys to pick really quick. I want you guys to pick group 1 or group 2. And there's 13 of you in here. So decide which group you want to go into. I'm going to do group 1. And what we're just going to do is a reading for, so this is the 21st Let me think here. Yeah, this would be a reading through, just throughout the rest of the month. So, I did not. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just need to make sure. See, I'm like one of those people who cannot like shuffle them like. So I had to just like, okay, spirit, all right, okay, I got it. So. We're going to do group 1. Okay. Okay. So earlier, you didn't see this, but a tarot card fell. And I forgot to show it to you guys. I think I did. But I kid you not, I just shuffled a little bit. And so group 1, let's do this. So the 3 of Pentacles. Now there you can see this is trade. This is Pentacles have a lot to do with earth material, our money, okay, our home, and so forth. So with the 3 of Pentacles, this has to do with trade. This has to do with your work. This is something that is. I'm going to draw another one, just for a clarifier. Okay, all right. With the 2 of Pentacles, look at that. All right. So we have the 3, which is trade, profession, craftsmanship, learning, acquiring new skills, or honing your skills. Now, if you're not a tradesman or tradeswoman, group 1, this could also be just a skill that you're acquiring, for work in general, or a new thing. Something tells me 3 months. So this is like a 3-month card. I'm picking. Let's see. This is. I'm not gonna say this is May, June, July, August. Okay, so over the next 3 months, like learning a new trade or a profession, or learning something new for yourself that will actually elevate your money. Okay, so it's increasing your assets and so forth. Or not your ass, but and then the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, all right, come on. There we go. This guy or this young man, he's just like, this is actually a great card to go with this, because this is actually 3 and 2 is 5. This is May. So this is starting this month, or it has started this month. You started this skill or learning, or it was a skill that you had, and that you're now saying, okay, I want to learn more about that. And this is group 1. Group 1. So yeah. So this is a good thing. This means the ability to handle 2 or 3 things at one time. This summer for you guys, well, actually for the rest of this month, because that's what I'm waiting for. Group 1. This means that you're going to be juggling a lot of stuff regarding finances. So now, we're not done. Group 1. This is well, I have a lot of favorite decks. When you come in and for a reading here, as you can see back there, that's just like, that's half of what I got. But this is called the Urban Tarot. It is so freaking cool. So group 1, this is the oh my gosh, everything just fell. Okay, I hear you. I hear you, people. Like, all right. see, when cards like fall and they're just like, you better pay attention. So there's 3 cards. It's like I was just going to do one. So I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I have to. I'm back. So you guys have 3 cards. Again, these are really cool. Group 1. So first thing we have, okay, as an end card, we have let's see, victory, which is the 6. Oh shit! Yeah, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, duh, the 6 of Wands. I'm not all the way familiar with this deck. I still love it though. So victory, okay. So it's almost like I feel like when I say you gotta persevere. And Mandy and Eva, there's a special message for you guys. Your family, and I will. I'm coming to Ohio to see you guys, okay, and stay. Fuck the readings. I don't give a shit about money. But I'm going to come and see you guys, and I'm going to see you know who, and but you cannot give up, okay? Yes, you will take the bit. Okay, I need to like, not cool. That is so pretty. We're going to do everything that we can to. We're not going to give up on him. I'm not going to mention who he is, but the Wells family, they are my family, and someone in their family was diagnosed with. I'm not going to get into it, but we're not giving up. We're not listening to the doctors. No, I'm not going to give false hope, but understand that if a doctor is telling you one thing, you get a fucking second opinion, all right? And if they say the same damn thing, then you still don't give up. Yes, you look realistically at the same time, though, you do research because you love your loved one and you would do anything that you could to save them, okay, and have them healed. So I'm asking all of you tonight to when you do your what we call your GPRs, your 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you send out as far as prosperity and healing. So P is prosperity healing. So you send that out to. But I want you to think of the Wells family tonight, and all of you. I would be just grateful. That being said, here's the second of okay. So this is sorrow, and it's the 3 of swords, and I got that one right, thank God. However, normally, this just means that doesn't mean this is a future card. It just means that some of you in group 1, you're going through a sorrowful period of time. But guess what? Oh, I love this. He's sexy too. The Knight of Swords. Okay. The Knight of Swords, and again, this is the Urban Tarot. So this is like modern pictures, photographs that we see. The Game Master, okay, is what he's called, right? And even though he's a cartoon, hell, if he was real, I'd date him. He's kind of suave. It's almost like that, even though there's some sorrowful, you, group 1, have to look at this as a game in a way and master that game of life and plan ahead your next moves. Okay, so what the final outcome. And again, we're coming up on a full moon, manifestation time. So write down your goals. Write down what you would like to manifest right now, because you have till the 26th, 5 days. So yeah, so that's group one. Okay, group two. And then we will sign off because, yeah, it's getting late and I'm going to go out and relax, hopefully, because Daisy likes to go out on the front when I have a cigar. So, okay. Okay. So, group two. This is the 10 of Wands. Come on. There we go. Have to put my hands on base, but okay. So you see that? This guy, so number 10 in numerology is kind of like another cycle, the ending of a cycle. And we go from 1 through 9, and then we go back to 10. It's the ending of a cycle, but the beginning of a new one. So you've been either, well, some of you have been having some back issues. And back leg issues, back leg and hips. It's just telling you to chill out. You're working too hard, but also this is also taking on more than you can handle. Part of that is, okay, yeah, this guy is struggling. He can barely even get it to, he's taking it to the castle in the back there, which he's not really that smart. I'm not saying you guys aren't smart, but don't be like this guy. Don't be a dumbass. He's not carrying the wands correctly, and you can see that they're flowering. They have the green buds, so you are making effort. Okay, group two, you're making effort. Let's see, to go with that. Okay, so this is reversed, the 9 of Swords. So here we have another sorrow card, but it's reversed. So whenever a card is reversed in tarot, it just actually means not necessarily the opposite, but usually the opposite. So it's relief coming. Kind of interesting. 10, 9. We had the 2 and the 3. So yeah. So when you take 10 and 9, you get 19. 19 is a karmic number. So you're dealing with some karmic issues right now. Maybe some people coming in from your past, whether it be with work, it could be with your enterprise. Wands have to do with career to an extent, and swords have to. This is after the sorrow, so you can see she's he or she is not happy, but this is after the sorrow. Okay, so she just recently had like not recently. I want to say like in the month or two, in the past couple of months, you guys have had some of you have had like an upset with regards to either work or what you would like to actually do. As far as like a job, this is just saying don't give up. All right, because the tears are dried up. Okay, that's over, and now it's like okay, I get it. The hard work is now. It's time to really put your. Does anyone make sense back into it, or put your feet forward, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, karmic energy coming at you guys, group 2. Doesn't mean that you did something bad to deserve anything. No, it just means that you're dealing with some karmic shit that's going on. That was either precipitated by well, yeah, what we're dealing with right now is the full moon. Duh, Jason. So yeah, just refer back to the video when I did the astrology. So okay, so the last card for you guys in the Urban Tarot. Okay, awesome. So this is the future. Come on. I am going to just kick this camera's ass. There we go. Can you guys see it? It's the Ace of Wands. Okay, see if we can get that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Anyway, what's so cool about this is the Statue of Liberty. So Mom must be hanging around messing with the technology. Yeah, you got that right, Ash. But yeah, this is the Statue of Liberty holding the Ace of Wands. And so this is actually a good thing for you guys, because wands are fire, and we're coming up in the season of fire, which is the summer. And so we need to do like a summer solstice gathering. So if you guys are in the area, I'm just putting this out there. I promise it won't be sky cloud. I only did the we're being freed. Everything that weighs us down is being lifted. Amen. Amen. Or should I say a women too? Yeah, there's a guy at church. When I went to Unity, the church here in Anderson. There's this. I forget. He was Asian, and when everyone said "Amen," he would go, "Hey, women!" So, but anyway, but yeah, the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry, is the birth of energy. It's that potential that's inside of you. So with the two with these two, you're working hard, and you've either sweat, tears, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I love you, so let's give Mom some shit from me. Yeah, she does. Your mom does, Ash. I love you too. So yes. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas for the summer solstice, that would be so cool if we could like have a little gathering or something. Let me see, where is it? I'm looking at okay. Oh, come on. Well, it's on the 20th or the 21st, so we could do a Sunday, or hell, a Saturday. I mean, that's the 19th, but a Sunday. I mean, we could get together and celebrate the solstice, bring in the summer and all that. So let me see. Let me put that down. Oh, for God's sake, stop listening to me. This damn computer was listening to me, and it was like, would you like to set up an agenda? Fuck you. I can't even get it down. Let me see if I can get this down. There we go. So, okay. Twisted Twigs, a witch's tea. That sounds cool. And Jen, okay, great. So I'm glad that, and thank you guys for tuning in. And give me a thumbs up. Also, if you can like, subscribe, and comment, even if it's just hi, Jason. Okay, because YouTube has these stupid ass algorithms that when you do that for me, it actually kind of puts me up a little bit. I still have to do my these live feeds through here and not through my phone because, well, I'm supposed to have like a thought. This is so stupid. 1,000 subscribers and like 5,000 hours of view time. So that's actually why I'm going to be doing some videos, just recording some videos where I actually channel, I kid you not, serial killers and do a profile of them. So I do the profiler, because I'm a profiler. I'll do a profile of the serial killer and the crime being committed. And I'll also channel the energy of the victim. Then it's not going to be scary or anything like that, I promise. Hi, Claudia. And Nathan, oh, I love y'all. Oh, thanks for joining me. So yes, I'm going to be working on those. Obviously, if you follow me on Facebook, I will post on Facebook, even though I despise it. But then again, all of you lovely souls are on there. So, but yes, thank you for being with me this evening. And I will try and do one video or one live stream at least maybe a week or every 2 weeks. One more thing before I go and before you guys go, or maybe I'll do a separate video, but I am going to be doing a Patreon, and so I promise that I'm not going to be this. It's not going to be that bad. You've heard of Patreon, so what Patreon is it actually you can donate. You can have a membership in essence. So I was thinking of a 3-tiered membership where $1.99, $4.99, and $9.99, or $2, $5, and $10 a month. Or if you wanted to like do a whole year subscription. So for the $5 and $10 tiers, I was thinking, and again, you can write me. I want you guys to write me or message me on Facebook. Go to my website, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your ideas are to be included in these tiers. What it's going to do is it's going to be support, my work. Because I don't do readings every day. Well, I mean, I've been averaging like one a day or maybe two. But you're going to be helping support my work doing not just this, but also my other jobs that I do as I want to start traveling again, and not only do group readings, but inspire people, help heal people. But also you're helping with actually really it's helping with the website, the 2 websites that I run, and some of the expenses that I have to do this and other. So I'm thinking with the $10, that is like the premium, but that is the Cadillac. So with the premium, I'm thinking, get this. So I have this sale going on, but if someone were to do the $10 a month subscription, you would receive 50. Oh, hey, Andrea. Oh, first time listener, long time. Oh, I love you. I love you, Andrea. So with the $10, I'm thinking you're going to receive the members, okay, which I'm not really thinking that that's going to be very many. Like, let's say 10 members, all right? Because I'm going to limit that. I don't want to have a bunch of people. But we're going to have a private video once a month. And it's going to have a private link. So you will get all of the astrology, even the deep stuff that I get into, that I normally would never get into on here, about spirituality and the chakra system, the systems, numerology. I mean, geometry, sacred geometry. I'm learning that now. That is some heavy shit. So that is what we're going to call the legacy membership, and it has nothing to do with the legacy that of the church, Harbor of Light. No, it's really my legacy. It's helping with my legacy to just keep giving. Then I'm thinking that the $5 one would be, or the $4.99 would be like access to the just the video or the private videos. But the $10 one you would actually pay that, but then you would get 25% off everything. Okay, your half-hour reading would be $75. Your hour reading would be $150, and for the entire year. I don't care however is. You can have as many readings as you want at that price. So it's kind of giving back. So I'm working that out. But yes, I need to shut my mouth and take Miss Daisy out to play. It was good to see all of you. I love you. And I'll see you again, hopefully maybe in a week, or I'll let you guys know. So, again, be safe, and yeah, let me know what you think. Send me a message. Okay, love you guys.